Hello friends, welcome back to Office Pro. Today we are going to learn our most recommended video, Xlookup. Xlookup formula is available on Microsoft Office 365. You can create Microsoft account and try to do practice on online version of Excel. We have reached 4.3 plus K family on Instagram. Thank you so much for your support. If you haven't followed yet me on Instagram, then I had shared link in the description box. So let's begin with our today's topic, Xlookup. I'm going to tell you Xlookup formula in detail, so do not skip and watch it till the end. So everyone knows that VLOOKUP formula works from left to right, but for Xlookup formula, there is no such restriction. It can work from left to right or right to left as well. So without wasting any time, I will tell you how to apply Xlookup formula. So in this cell, I will enter Xlookup formula starting with is equal to Xlookup bracket open. Our first parameter is lookup value. In that I will select this cell, comma. After this they are asking what will be our lookup array. So my lookup array is number, so I will select this range, comma, return array. What value I supposed to get find out here. So I want to return over here the item. So I will select this range and close the bracket. Now it's showing an error because in number no value has written. So suppose I enter as 1. In the cell you can see Xlookup formula is working. For example, I will change it to number 3. The value is getting calculated perfectly from this table. In Xlookup, we do have only first 3 parameters as a mandatory to apply formula. If I want to find quantity on the based on its number, I can find that as well. I will again enter formula is equal to Xlookup. Open the bracket. For lookup value, I will select this cell again, comma, lookup array will be my number range, comma, in the return array, my range will be quantity. Now I will close the bracket. You can see that our Xlookup formula is working properly. If you want to drag formula into the right, you are having multiple of columns in which you want to find out the value for each column. In that time, Xlookup formula will be very helpful. Is equal to Xlookup, open the bracket, select the lookup value, comma, select lookup value range, comma, and in the return array, select the return value range. And to work this dynamically, press this cell with the shortcut key F4. We will not freeze our return array cell because we want to drag the columns to the right side. And now if I drag the column to the right, its value is got automatically updated. And if I change over here any number, you can see the formula is working perfectly. We will move to our next parameter. I will again enter the Xlookup formula is equal to Xlookup bracket open, lookup value. I will select this range, comma, lookup array will be my number range and my return array is my item range, and I will enter. Now if you see, the number 3 is available in this range. That's why in the item value has been shown. But if I enter any number out of the range, it will throw me an error because this value is not found under the number range. Do not show this an error. I will enter comma here, and Here I will return not found. So when you are using Xlookup formula, you do not need to enter separate formula to remove an error. In the next example, I am going to find out quantity based on the item first by VLOOKUP formula and then by Xlookup formula. So here I will mention one item number. I will just copy paste this, and in the quantity I will enter is equal to VLOOKUP. My lookup value is this. My table array is this. Column index number is 2 for exact match 0. It giving me a proper value 2 pieces. Same with Xlookup, I will find out. Lookup value is my item, lookup array is this item list, comma, written array is my quantity range. And now I will close this bracket. And if I do any changes in my original table, suppose if I try to add more one column, you can see VLOOKUP formula is not working properly. It's showing as 0 quantity because it's getting written by this second column which I had just recently added, and it does not having any kind of value, so it's showing as 0. But our Xlookup formula is working properly because the value we are getting is based on the range, not based on the column. In VLOOKUP formula, you cannot directly add, subtract, multiply or divide. For example, in this data, if I want to find out the price from VLOOKUP formula, here I need to create one column with name as price and do calculation for same. In the Xlookup formula, I can do direct. For example, in this cell, I want to find out price. So here I will enter formula as is equal to Xlookup, open the bracket, give lookup value as item and select this item range in the lookup array, comma, in the written array I will select first this range into range of rate and I will close this bracket. You can see automatically calculated price. If I change item number, it is also updated properly. So you can do your calculation directly into Xlookup formula without creating any additional column in your table. Suppose I want to find out this detail for item number 25. So I will enter formula Xlookup. This is my lookup value. My lookup array is number, comma. In the written array, I will select this range and enter. It's throwing me an error. This error is occurred because number 25 we are not able to find in this range. But what if I want to find out the nearest value? For that, I will enter here, comma. For if not found, we will skip for this time. So here we will enter one comma again. And if I want to do exact match, so I will enter here 0. So the 25 number is not in this range, throwing me an error. And if I select here a 1, then it's showing me a data with increment of 1. Like if the more than the 25 number, which is the nearest number, it will pop up those data. And here if I enter as -1, it will show me data to the nearest smaller one, which is item number I002. So if I want to find nearer to smallest one, I need to select as -1 and to nearest to greatest one, then I need to enter 1, and for exact match need to enter 0. Every one of you knows that VLOOKUP formula work from top to bottom, not from bottom to top. In this example, I am having number 30 is appearing twice, here and here. I will apply Xlookup formula to find out bottom to top. So I will enter here Xlookup, open the bracket, this is our lookup value, comma, lookup range will be this, and this all column will be our return array. If not found, I want to reflect as not available. In the match mode, I will give 0 number, comma, in search mode, I will enter as -1 because I want to reflect from bottom to top. As the 35 number is not available in number and we had given match mode at 0, it's showing as this is not available. So I will enter here 30, and you can see here in this time the Xlookup formula has worked from bottom, which is reflecting here data for item number I006. If I do changes in this formula and give only enter as 1, it will find out result from top to bottom. Xlookup formula work both horizontally and vertically, means this both formula of Xlookup is a substitute for the VLOOKUP and Xlookup formula. Suppose I want to find out this by horizontally, so I will enter formula here is equal to Xlookup. My lookup value will be this cell, comma, in the lookup array I will select this range, and in the return array I will select this range and enter. And if I drag this, it will work for the all columns. Without using Xlookup, you can find out the horizontally lookup value with the help of Xlookup formula. With the help of Xlookup formula, you can find out with two-way parameter. If I want to find out two-way with the help of number and item, the Xlookup formula is equal to Xlookup. Our lookup value will be this, comma, lookup array will be our this number series, comma, in the return array we will select this range and enter. From this, our first criteria get fulfilled. But if we want to apply two-way factor, then select this formula, copy and remove, and again enter Xlookup, select this cell, comma, I will select this as my lookup range, comma, and in the return array we will paste the formula, close the bracket and enter. And if I change any number here, its item number is getting populated. And if I change its header, I will just copy paste according to number, its quantity is getting updated, means it's working as two-factor. In the Xlookup formula, with the help of multiple criteria also, you can find out lookup value. Without applying any other formula, I can directly find out lookup value with the help of, for in this example, with the help of number and rate, I want to find out its item number. So, I will enter here is equal to Xlookup, open the bracket, in the lookup value I will select first this cell, then I will enter, and after that I will select this cell, This will complete my lookup criteria. After that, I will enter comma. My lookup array will be first my number range cause first lookup value I had given as a number. After that, I will enter and my second criteria was rate, so I will select this range and in the written array I will select this item range and enter. I003 having rate as 130 and number 30, which is fulfilling my criteria and showing me a right lookup value. If I change this into 40 and its rate is 200, at that time its item number is I004, which is showing me correctly. So friends, that's all for the today's session. These are the different methods how you can use Xlookup formula from 0 to advanced level. See you in next session.